Yes, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, whether the screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
Okay. How was your ISC?
nice sir.
Mast, huh?
so,
Was
sir.
it good?
Must be sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Everyone, how was your ISC? So how many marks you will get out of 30?
About 25.
About 25.
About
1%.
25.
Hmm?
25 above sir.
All.
Yes,
Was it easy?
से
No,
ज्यादा मिलेंगे
because
sir.
all the problems were solved in the class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, what we have studied?
Angle of friction.
Okay, that is friction part. Okay, we'll just recall what is friction and all. Okay, so what is friction? Whenever one body moves over the another body, the resistance to the motion is created. That resistance to the motion is called as friction or the force of friction or the frictional force. All are same. Okay, the friction is resistive force offered by the surfaces of the body when it moves over the another body. Okay, whenever one body is moving over the another body, there is a resistive force which is created in between the contact surfaces. That resistive force is called as frictional force. The force of friction depends on the nature of the surfaces, whether the surface is smooth or rough. It depends on the nature of the surfaces, and it is not depending on the area of the contact. How much area is contact, that is not depend. So it is depending on the nature of the surfaces. The force of friction will be more in case of rough surfaces, and it will be less in case of smooth surfaces. Correct? Because as the roughness increases, the frictional force increases. As the smoothness increases, the frictional force decreases. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the body you have seen. Okay, just a minute. So this is one body I have taken. Okay, so initially if I apply the force P, okay, the frictional force is also acting in the opposite direction. P is acting in the right side, so frictional force is, the body is moving in the along the right direction. So frictional force is, resistive force is developed in the negative direction. Okay, that is in the left side direction. As the P increases, F is also going to increase. Okay, so there will be one point or one stage in which P is going to increase, and frictional force is going to become constant. When this will increase, the stage will come. At that point, it is called as, it means almost equal to ayata. So it is called as limiting equilibrium. This is called as limiting equilibrium. Okay, so at this stage, this frictional force is called as limiting friction. Okay, what is the limiting friction? The maximum value of the force of friction when the limiting equilibrium is known as limiting friction. Okay, the maximum value of the force of friction when the body is just on the point of motion. Okay, as this P increases, the body wants to, it tends to move. Okay, very next point only it will move. At that point, the friction is known as limiting friction. Okay, from just the graph also. So P is increasing, friction is also increasing. At this point, the body is start moving. Okay, this point is called as limiting friction. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So in the multiple choice question, so limiting friction is dash value of the force of friction, maximum, minimum, equal. Okay, like this. It is the maximum value of the force of friction. So here you have seen P is, if the applied force is less than the limiting friction, then the body is at rest. If applied force is equal to the limiting friction, then the body is at the limiting equilibrium. If the applied force is maximum than the limiting friction, then the body is in motion. Then types of friction you have seen: static friction and dynamic friction. What is static friction? Can anybody?
At rest.
The frictional force experienced when the body is at the resting condition. And dynamic friction, the frictional force experienced when the body is in dynamic friction. Okay. And again, dynamic friction, there are two types. One is rolling friction and one more is sliding friction. When it is called a sliding, when one body slides over the another body, then the sliding friction comes into picture. When the rolling friction will come into picture, when the one body is rolling over the another body with the help of rollers, then we can feel there is a rolling friction. Okay, next one more point we have discussed, that is coefficient of friction. So before going to coefficient of friction, just you should know this point. Okay, the same thing only I will draw here. So this is a body. Okay, so this is contact surfaces. This is another body or contact surfaces you can take. Okay, so the weight of the body is acting how? It is acting downward. So there is a normal reaction from the ground. Okay, how it is? It is acting upward direction.
Upward.
So I will apply the force P. I will apply applied force is in this direction. Then what? How will the friction? Friction is in between these two surfaces. Correct?
Opposite.
It is
Yes,
acting
sir.
in this direction. Is it
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So all of you concentrate here. So what is this one? Weight is acting downward direction. This is normal reaction. I will take it as or I will take it as normal N. Okay, both are same. I can take reaction, normal reaction R, or I can also denote it as N. Okay. Then what is this one? This is applied force P. Applied force P. Then what is in this direction? This is
Friction.
friction. Okay, so how I am denoting like this means, so weight is acting downward. So in this figure, weight is acting downward. This reaction is acting upward direction, so it is going upward direction. Okay, then so this is a P, this is a P, and this is F. Whatever this is F is now, all have shown with respect to center of the body. All the forces are shown with respect to center of the body. Is it clear? This body, this figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is the F. Okay, that is frictional force. This is normal reaction. So the resultant of these two is nothing but this is the resultant force. Okay, what is this resultant means? The resultant of the frictional force and the normal reaction is S. And this resultant is making an angle with respect to normal reaction. That is called as, initially you have to take theta. Initially you have to take this theta. Initially you have to take theta. So what is theta? What is theta? It is the angle of friction. Angle of friction. Okay, how to define this angle of friction? It is the, can you tell me? The angle of friction is, I will take tan theta.
Tan theta.
So if I consider this is a triangle, what is this one? This is F. This is F. Okay. So I have to make I want theta. So tan theta is equal to F by R. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
F by R. So tan theta is equal to F by R. So this theta is called as angle of friction. Okay. What is the angle of friction? It is the ratio of force of friction to the normal reaction. This is angle of friction. And one more point is coefficient of friction. What is coefficient of friction? Coefficient of friction is, it is the ratio of normal, that is frictional force to the normal reaction. Frictional force to the normal reaction. This is constant. This is constant for a particular material. So it is the ratio of frictional force to the normal reaction developed in between the contact surfaces. That is called as mu. Okay, this is called as mu. So this is the friction. This is coefficient of friction. Then this is angle of friction. When it is called as angle, when there is a tan, then it's called as tan theta. That is angle. When there is a mu, that is coefficient of friction. Okay. So initially, if there is a small p, then the F value is small. As the p increases, F is also going to increase. F is also going to increase. There will be one point in which P is going to increase, F will become FL. This FL is the limiting friction. It means applied force is more than that of the limiting friction, then this theta is become alpha. This theta is become alpha, or you can take it as phi. Okay, phi. Okay, here it was given phi. So at this point, this is called as angle of limiting friction. Angle of limiting friction. Wait, I will show in the whiteboard. Okay. So this is a body. So friction force is in this direction. Weight is acting downward. Okay, then this is normal reaction in this direction. Then P is in this direction and F is in this direction. Okay, so what is this one? This is normal reaction. What is this one? Frictional force. What is this one? P. What is this one? Weight is acting downward. Correct na? All.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, so what is this one? What is this? This is
Result.
Resultant.
yeah, that is a resultant between the F and R. Okay, so what I will do, I will draw this one. The same F I will draw here. F. So initially this is theta. So theta is called as angle of friction. Okay, theta is called as angle of friction. So initially P is small. If P is small, then what is the F? Friction is also small. If as the P increases, F is also going to increase, and there will be one stage that is limiting friction. Maximum value is limiting friction. So if P is increases more than that of the limiting friction, then initially this is theta. The angle of friction was theta. So this theta will tends to phi. So initially theta is called as angle of friction. Now the maximum value of angle of friction is called as angle of limiting friction. So initially this F is called as what? It is frictional force. Correct. It is frictional force. Then as the F value increases, the maximum value of F is what? That is what is it? FL means limiting
Friction.
limiting friction. Correct na? The theta is the angle of friction. So F is the frictional. So this theta is corresponding to the F. Okay, this angle of friction corresponding to the limiting friction. So when F tends to FL, then theta tends to phi. What is F? It is frictional force. What is FL? It is limiting friction. What is theta? Angle of friction. Then what is phi? It is angle of limiting friction.
Limiting friction.
All of you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. Then what is coefficient of friction? Coefficient of friction is it is a ratio. It is one constant. Okay, which is given. That is the angle between it is a ratio of frictional force to normal reaction. Frictional force to normal reaction R. It is called as coefficient of friction. Have you taken note this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then again, in this coefficient of friction, there are two types. One is static friction and one more is dynamic friction or kinetic friction, coefficient of kinetic friction. So this mu is coefficient of weight. Mu is coefficient of friction. So again, there are two types. One is mu s. What is mu s? Static coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. So can you tell me what is how to define mu s? I will define mu s is equal to that is static friction, ratio of static friction to the normal reaction. Then one more is mu k. What is mu k? Mu k, it is coefficient of kinetic friction. So how to define this mu k? That is equal to ratio of limiting friction or dynamic kinetic friction. Mu k, Fk you can take.
Okay.
Fk divided by normal reaction. That is called as coefficient of friction. Okay. Then what is tan phi? Tan phi formula क्या है? Tan phi formula. That is frictional force divided by
F
limiting friction divided by normal reaction. Because I have taken phi. If it is taken tan theta is equal to limiting force friction divided by, that is frictional force divided by normal reaction.
Yes,
Correct, no?
sir.
Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So as the P increases, F and F is also increases, and as the theta is also increases. See, I told as P increases, P increases, what, which value will increase? F is also increases. As F increases, theta is also increases. Correct enough? Theta is also
Yes, sir.
increases. There will be one point when P will become P increases, but F will become FL, limiting friction, and theta will become phi. Theta will become phi. So at this point called as limiting value, limiting equilibrium, because F is achieved, frictional force is achieved its maximum value, limiting friction. Theta is achieved its maximum value, that is angle of limiting friction. Okay, this is the maximum value. Okay, so next point we are taking, that is in the okay, this one is over, this is over, angle of limiting friction. We have seen this one. Okay, next one is angle of repose. Okay, we have stopped here only, no? It is stopped
Yes,
here,
sir.
no?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
see, so whatever we have seen for the coefficient of friction and all, it was for the static body. Okay, the plane was horizontal. Now, if the plane is inclined, so you can see here in this figure, the plane is inclined. Okay, so this inclined is angle is alpha. Okay, this is angle of alpha. So I want to the one, see, initially the plane was in the horizontal direction. Okay, what is the value of alpha? Inclination कितना है इसका? Inclination कितना है? Means the plane का angle initially
Zero.
now the angle this is alpha. Okay, if I make it horizontal, what is the angle of alpha?
0.
Zero means initially
Zero.
when the plane is in a horizontal direction, the inclination is zero. Correct, hai na? So it was in zero. So I will increase the angle of inclination. Okay, this is called as alpha. Okay, so there will be one point. Now is it body is it moving now?
No.
No. So as the plane is increased, as the angle of the inclination is increased. Now when the initially see this is so I will only increase this much. Now the body is moving. Is it sliding downward? No, it is
Yes.
not downing. It means as the inclination increases, the body starts sliding. No, is it correct? As the inclination
Yes, sir.
increases, the body
Yes, sir.
starts sliding. When it starts sliding, that particular value of inclination is called as angle of alpha, angle of repose, and it is denoted by alpha. Okay, what is that definition? What is angle of repose means? See, it is the angle made by the inclined plane with the horizontal plane. When the body kept on the inclined plane is just on the point of moving downward plane because of its self weight or own weight. We are not acting any weight. Okay, so external load we are not applying. Because of self weight only, it is sliding downward. When it slides downward, when that particular angle of inclination is called as angle of repose. Is it clear, everyone? Okay,
Yes.
all of you read down.
Yes, sir.
All of you read down first. Angle of repose. Angle of repose. Angle of repose. It is the angle made by. It is the angle made by inclined plane. It is the angle made by inclined plane with the horizontal plane. With the horizontal plane. When body kept on inclined plane is just on the point of moving downward moving down the plane, moving down the plane because of its own weight, because of its own weight. हो गया? फुल स्टॉप. सी
Yes, sir.
और वन मोर डेफिनेशन है, क्या है? Angle of repose is the maximum inclination of the plane up to which the body is resting on it. The body is resting on it. Please mute yourself. The body is resting on it. It can resist the sliding without application of the external load. Okay, what is that angle of repose? It is the maximum value of angle of inclination up to which the body is resting on it. Okay, it is resisting the sliding without the external application. So it is inclination plane. Okay, the body is on the inclined plane. Okay, this body is, well, there is a sliding, correct? The self weight itself is resisting the sliding. Okay, up the maximum value of inclination is called as alpha. That alpha is nothing but angle of repose. If you want to this definition, you can take this one also. Okay, right on all of them. Or angle of repose is the maximum inclination of the plane, the maximum inclination of a plane up to which a body resting on it, comma, resting on it can resist, a body resting on it can resist it sliding without application of external force, Okay, draw this diagram. All of you draw this diagram. हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next point is laws of friction. Laws of friction. Yes. What are the these are important for examination point of view. Important for 3 or 4 marks. It is asked, what are the laws of friction? See, first one, the frictional force depends on the nature of the surfaces, that is roughness or smoothness of the surfaces. Is it correct? In the definition only we have to discuss. As the smoothness increases, frictional force decreases. As the roughness increases, smoothness, frictional force increases. Correct? The same thing is the same. The frictional force depends on the nature of the surfaces, that is roughness or smoothness of the surfaces. Okay. Next, second one. The force of friction is independent of area of contact. It is independent of area of contact, but it is depending on the nature of the contact. Okay. The frictional force is, it is independent. This point is very important. Independent on the area of contact. Next, third one is the frictional force always act opposite to the direction of the motion. See, whenever this is a body, okay, this is the contact surfaces, this is the motion, in this direction is the motion. The frictional force is always opposite to the act of motion. Correct, Aina? It is resisting to the motion. So frictional force is always acts opposite to the direction of the motion. Is it correct?
फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स ये इंडिपेंडेंट कैसा हुआ अपने एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट से, क्योंकि जितना बड़ा एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट उतना ज्यादा फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स लगाना पड़ेगा ना।
See, I will take one smooth surfaces, smooth full line. Oh, okay, I will take one rough surfaces. Okay, here consider this full area. Here consider only small area where the frictional force is maximum, whether on the smooth surfaces or whether on the rough surfaces.
रफ सरफेस पे
Rough surfaces. It depends on the nature of the rough surfaces, whether it is a rough surface or smooth surfaces. Okay, it is not depending on the area of the contact, whether it is only on this area or on this area. It is not depending. Okay, it is depending only on the nature of the surfaces. It is independent of the area of the contact. We are not considering area. You have seen frictional force and you have seen coefficient of friction, angle of friction. Whether is there any area term आ गया क्या उधर?
No.
सर सपोज मैंने एक गोल बॉल को एक रफ सरफेस पे छोड़ा
हाँ।
और उसी रफ सरफेस पर अगर एक स्क्वायर बॉक्स को छोड़ा
हाँ,
तो एक स्क्वायर सरफेस का एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट ज्यादा है तो फिर वो
हाँ।
कम फ्रिक्शन प्रोड्यूस करेगा, और सर्कल सर वो ज्यादा फ्रिक्शन प्रोड्यूस करेगा स्क्वायर, और सर्कल कम फ्रिक्शन प्रोड्यूस करेगा। तो फ्रिक्शन इसके में इंडिपेंडेंस कैसा हुआ? एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट ज्यादा होगा तो फ्रिक्शन भी ज्यादा होगा ना।
You are telling by looking at the area. When we do the practically, okay, when we do the practically, then it is independent. It is not depending on the whether you take the small surface of the ball or you can take the large surface of the ball. Okay, when you allow them flow, okay, it is independent. It is not depending on its contact. It will produce same kind of friction. Okay, see,
sir.
this is a ground. Wait, एक minute. This is same smooth ground. Okay, smooth surfaces. This is one. I will. This is small ball. This is large ball. Okay, I will allow the with same kind of speed. It will develop same friction. It will develop a same friction. It means same amount of friction. It is not depending on the area of contact. कितना इधर ज्यादा है ना area, इधर small है, but it will come to the end point at the same only. It is not depending on the frictional force. Okay, we'll solve some
समझ
problem.
में आ गया,
दोन्ही
समझ में आ गया
केसेस
सर,
रफ
ओके।
सरफेसच्या घेतल्या तर काही
समझ में आ
ठीक है
गया
सर,
ना?
समझ गए, हाँ
Yes?
समझ में आ गया सर।
हाँ, so
हाँ,
this is
understand हो गया।
small one, this is larger one. When you consider this is the smooth surfaces, when you allow with the same speed, they will come at this point at the same time. It is not depending on the its area of contact. Okay, next one is static friction is greater than the dynamic friction. Yes, this is one point. See, I will erase this one. I will erase all the points. Okay, so this point I will explain. You have seen this graph. Okay, along the horizontal, what is this one? P, applied force. Along the vertical, what is this one? Frictional force. Correct, hai na? Correct. So as the P value increases, frictional force increases. Correct, hai na?
यस सर।
I will. The stage will come. This is the maximum point. After this point, the body is in motion. The body is in motion. When the body is in motion, it will not produce the same friction as that of in the static friction, because it has got its frictional. It has overcome the frictional limiting friction. This is called as limiting friction. Okay, what he is saying, the static friction is greater than the dynamic friction. So whatever the friction is, this is static friction. So what is this friction? This is dynamic friction. Always static friction is Fs is greater than that is Fl, limiting friction, or you can take dynamic friction. Okay, so when you consider this is a body, okay, so I increases a P. As the P increases, initially there is a Fs, that is static friction. Static friction also increases. So after one stage will come that this static friction will become limiting friction. So if you increase the value of P, this will not increase. This will become constant. It means the limiting static friction is more than the limiting friction. From this graph only you can understand. Okay, static friction is greater than the limiting friction or the dynamic friction. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Next, the
हाँ, sir, clear
magnitude
है।
of limiting friction bears a constant ratio with normal reaction. Yes, this is also. So this is the body we have considered. What is upward reaction? That is called as normal reaction R. Then what is this one? This is the frictional force. And what is this one? Applied force P. Okay.
Applied force
So
P.
what is the,
And
this is one, this is the
result.
resultant of the F and R. Okay. So
Hmm.
what is us telling? Limiting friction bears a constant ratio with normal reaction. Constant ratio. What is this one called as? This is
Alpha.
alpha or pi. Alpha will come when it is repose
Any
में
angle.
आएगा.
Okay.
This is phi.
Hmm.
Okay.
Phi.
So this is coefficient of friction भी बोल सकते हैं. So this coefficient of friction is F by R. Magnitude of limiting friction. So limiting friction bears a constant ratio with normal reaction. Then limiting frictional force, limiting friction or frictional force is directly proportional to the applied force. Yes, I have told as the P increases, F is also increases. Correct? Na?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
हाँ,
So
sir.
the limiting friction is directly proportional to the applied force. So this, the stage at the maximum value, the F become FL. It is depending on the your P value. No, it is depending on your P value. When the P increases, then only F increases. Then only F will attain FL value. So limiting friction, the frictional force is directly proportional to the applied force. For higher speed, the frictional force is slightly decreases. For the higher
Yes,
speed,
sir.
you can imagine for the higher speed, the frictional force is slightly decreases. The magnitude of static friction angles between 0 to limiting friction. The magnitude of static friction, initially, I'll draw this one. Okay, initially, this is a body. This is a P. Initially, this P is equal to 0. What will be the static friction?
0.
0. Let's go. I will increase the P value. Okay, increase the P value to some value P. The frictional base, it will be static friction.
Also
It is static
so
friction.
increases.
So I will increase the P value still. Then this static friction will leads to FL value. It means
If a
the
limited
magnitude
friction.
of the static friction ranges from 0 to limiting value, limiting friction. Again, if you increase the value of P, the body is having only limiting friction only. It is the maximum. Then afterwards, the body is in motion condition. Okay, so these all are the some of the important laws of friction. Will you read this one,
Yes, sir.
or you will take the screenshot? What you will do? Okay, take the screenshot. Okay, and afterwards you can write. We'll solve some problem. You will come to me. Have you taken?
Yes.
Take
Yes,
this
sir.
screenshot. It is important. Huh? This is one problem. You have to try this one. Okay, in the cables problem, we have solved a connected words, correct? Na? Lami's theorem, applying Lami's theorem, you can solve this problem. Okay. Before telling this one, I will come to this point. Okay. So this is a surface, and over this surface, the body is there. Okay. Then, what is this one?
Wait.
Wait.
What is this one? And
Force.
what is this one? And
Normal friction.
so सभी को समझ में आ रहा है ना? What I am drawing?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So this is weight of the body acting downward. This is applied force P. This is normal reaction R. This is frictional force F. Okay. What will be the resultant of frictional force and normal reaction? How will be? That is in between these two. Okay. So I will take different color. Okay. This is denoted by S. What is this S? It is a resultant of F and R. This is making an angle. I will take this now. Phi or anything you will take. So I will take 1 point alpha. I will take 1 point alpha. It means cone of friction. This is resultant force. The resultant of what? Frictional force and normal reaction. Correct enough? You can write like this also, or the same thing I can write like this also. this is a body. Okay, this is a body, and the normal direction is acting upward direction, and frictional force is this is motion. Okay, frictional force is acting in this direction. Okay, next weight is acting
Downward
weight is
direction.
acting in the downward direction, and normal reaction is acting in the in between, that is resultant is acting in between these two.
Yes.
Okay, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is called as S. This is called as R. This is called as frictional force. This is the
Frictional F,
applied force. This
P,
is weight.
P, and
Okay.
W. Wait.
So this is F.
Yeah.
So what you will tell? So the same thing, whatever here is the same thing only. This is okay. The same thing. Now I will rotate this S. Okay, I will rotate this S, and I will produce a one cone. I will rotate this one. I will produce one cone. This cone is called as cone of friction. This is called as cone of friction. Okay. So what is cone of friction? The inverted all of you written first. All of you written. Cone of friction. 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 All of you draw this diagram. All of you draw this diagram. This is the weight of the body. This is P, W, frictional force, S, R. Okay. Afterwards, write this definition. Okay, have you drawn the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write on the definition. Cone of friction.
1 minute, sir. Diagram card.
Okay. So all these definitions are important for examination point of view. From this topic, friction topics, maximum definitions are important. Okay, read on the definition. Cone of friction. The inverted cone generated by a resultant reaction you can write bracket resultant reaction having semicentral angle having semicentral angle of friction, having semicentral angle of friction is called as cone of friction. Cone of friction. Look at the screen. I will explain. So this is a frictional force, okay, F. This is the normal reaction, R. Okay, the resultant of these two is S. S is the resultant of frictional force and normal reaction, and this S is making an angle alpha with respect to normal reaction. Correct enough? When I rotate this S, that is no resultant reaction, about the normal like this, okay, a cone is formed. A cone is formed. That particular cone is called as cone of friction. Okay, what is that cone of friction? The inverted cone generated by the resultant reaction. Yes, having a semicentral angle. This I'm not taking entire angle. I'm taking only semicentral of the entire cone angle. Semicentral angle of friction, okay, is called as cone of friction. Okay, it is looking like a cone, correct? That's why it is called as cone of friction. It is inverted cone generated by the resultant reaction with semicentral angle of friction. Okay, is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, only this definition is required, and almost all theory part I have covered. Okay, all of it, take down, one problem. A body weighing 300 kilonewton, weighing 300 kilonewton, body weighing 300 kilonewton is resting on a horizontal rough table, a horizontal rough table full stop. A pull of 100 newton is applied at an angle of 15 degree with horizontal, just causes the body to slide over the table Find the normal reaction. Find the normal reaction and coefficient of friction. This problem is after December 2018. For 3 marks. Okay, so by looking at the given data, you have to draw the diagram. Okay, so what is E1? a body of 300 kilonewton is resting on a horizontal table. Okay, he has given horizontal table. Okay, this is the body. Okay, the table is horizontal. The table is horizontal. The table is horizontal. Correct? Then is resting horizontal in a rough table. Table is rough. A pull of 100 Newton. 100 Newton is applied at an angle of 15 degree with horizontal. Yes, P is there. P is acting. Okay, so P is acting at an angle of 15 degree. Let me take this is horizontal. Okay, this is acting at an angle of 15 degree. This is 15 degree. Okay, this is pull P. Next, again, what is given? 15 degree with horizontal just causes the body to slide. Okay, when it applies P, this is causes the motion. This rough surfaces to slide over the table. Find the normal reaction and coefficient of friction. Okay, so now you have to draw the figure. How will be the weight? Weight is acting downward. Then how will be the normal reaction? Normal reaction is acting upward direction. Then is there friction or no? Is there friction or no? Yes, it is there. It is in which direction? Right hand direction or left hand side?
Left.
Because applied force is in the right hand direction. The body is moving in the right, motion is in the right hand direction. The friction is in the opposite direction. The P is in the opposite direction. This is P. Okay, you can change the color. This is weight. Weight is equal to how much it is? It is 100. How much it is? 100 Newton.
300.
Weight is 300 kilonewton. 300 kilonewton.
Hmm.
The body is P is how much it is? 100 Newton it is given.
100 Newton.
So can you convert this into kilonewton? That is
0.1
100 divided by 1000.
kilonewton.
100
0.1 kilonewton.
divided by 1000. That is equal to 0.1 kilonewton. 0.1 kilonewton. Then I want to find out friction. This is normal reaction. So we have to find out normal reaction. You can take N or you can take R. Okay, or R. And also coefficient of friction. What is coefficient of friction?
Mu.
Okay, so to find
mu.
what I need to find out, that is R I need to find out, and I need to find out mu is I need to find out. So first, what is known, what is unknown? P is known, W is known. Okay, I don't know the value of F, I don't know the value of mu, that is N. What is mu? Mu का formula क्या है? F by N, correct? F by
F
R.
by
F by R.
My R.
So I don't know the value of F, I don't know the value of R. Okay, I cannot find mu directly, but I have to find out R. How to find out the R? R is normal reaction. Okay, so normal means sigma fx equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 0. You have learned from the equilibrium equations, correct?
Yes,
Na?
sir.
So which condition will you apply in order to find out the normal reaction N? Whether you will apply sigma fx is equal to 0 or sigma fy is equal to 0?
Sigma Fy.
Are you
Sigma
getting all of
fy.
you? So in order to find out the value of F,
Yes.
that is normal reaction, I have to apply sigma
Fy.
Fy is equal to 0. So applying condition of equilibrium.
Sir,
हाँ,
और एक फॉर्मूला अपना एंगल ऑफ द रिस्पांस, उसके ऊपर से हम म्यू काट सकते हैं क्या?
कैसे? कौन सा?
अपना म्यू इज इक्वल टू tan अल्फा से
हाँ,
हम म्यू
what
काट
is the
सकते
tan
हैं
alpha?
उससे।
हाँ, wait.
अल्फा की
That
जगह
will not
15
apply.
डिग्री पुट सकते हैं, वो
No,
जो एंगल है
see,
हमारा,
mu is equal to tan alpha. You have said tan alpha. Where is alpha?
वो इंक्लाइंड एंगल, समझ आएगा ना?
आ गया ना? This is
इधर 0 है वो।
force is applying at an inclined. It is not the
Okay, हाँ।
S is not making any angle.
ओके सर, समझ में आ गया।
Okay, applying equilibrium condition. Applying equilibrium condition. Equilibrium condition. That is sigma Fy is equal to 0. Sigma Fy is equal to 0. Okay. Now, by looking at the figure, tell me what are the forces which are moving in upward direction?
There are two
R is moving upward direction. Positive or negative?
Yes, sir.
positive.
Positive. R is positive. Plus I will take. Then again, is there any forces which is acting down vertical direction?
Wait.
weight is acting downward. Is it positive or
Downward.
negative? Minus
Negative.
W. Correct. Then this P is making an angle 15 degree with respect to horizontal. It has a vertical component, correct?
Yes.
Is it positive or negative?
Yes.
Positive.
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 What is the component?
Positive.
What is the component? P
100 sin.
sine 15 degree. Okay, is there any other forces?
0.5, 0.1 into sin.
It is equal to 0. Correct, na? Next,
Yes,
R.
sir.
Substitute
Yes,
the R. I don't know the value of R. I will keep as it is. Next, I will transfer this W to the other side. W is how much? 300 kilonewton. 300. P I will transfer to the other side. Minus 0.1 sine
0.1 sin
15 degree. Okay. So calculate the value of R.
299.97.
299.97.
97.
That is nearer to 300.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 300 kilonewton. Okay, that is R. Then what I need to find out? I have to find out the value of mu. Mu find out करने के लिए before finding the value of mu, I should find out F. Correct है ना? Because mu is depending on F. What is this mu? Mu is equal to F by
Yeah, but
R. I don't know R. I don't know the value of F. I need to find out F. Correct है ना? So in order to find out the value of F, which equation I need to apply? Sigma fx.
Summation fx.
Correct na? Sigma fx.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now apply sigma fx is equal to 0. Okay. What is sigma fx is equal to 0? Sum of all the forces which are moving in horizontal direction. What are the forces which are moving in horizontal direction?
yes,
F is moving left hand direction, right?
left hand.
Minus F. Then P, x component of P, it is
P
Plus
plus P cos 15 degree
cos 15 degree.
is equal to 0. So transfer this F to other side. F is equal to P. P is how much? It is 0.1. P is 0.1. Okay, cos 15 degree. So calculate what is the value of
0.09.
0.09.
0.096.
0.96 kilonewton. Okay, so I want coefficient of friction. Okay, coefficient of friction. Therefore, coefficient of friction mu is equal to F upon normal reaction R. F is equal to, that is 0.096 divided by R is equal to 300 kilonewton. Kilonewton by kilonewton get cancelled. So coefficient of friction is unitless. Calculate how much it is.
0.00032.
3.2
3.2 Newton. See that?
3.2
0.3.2 Newton.
minus.
See, this is also kilonewton, this is also kilonewton. Get cancelled. There is no unit for the coefficient of friction. This is a one constant it is.
0.00032.
0.3 times 0 sir. Point के बाद में और बाद में
Okay,
32.
0.3 times 0. Okay. 32. Okay. This is the value
Yes,
of mu. Okay. Most of the student, what they will do, they will consider only 100 Newton as it is and they will calculate, but that is wrong because here W is in kilonewton, here P is in Newton. Okay. So you have to be very careful. That's why you have to convert that P into kilonewton. Okay. So take down all of you. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take down.
सर 3.2 पावर में भी लिख सकते हैं ना 3.2 into 10 to the
Yes,
power
yes,
minus
yes.
4.
Okay. 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, minus 4 है ना 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 4 ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, no problem. Okay, Alfredo.
सर
हाँ,
अगर ये inclined होता तो हम वो अप्लाई tan theta is equal to mu उससे अपन mu फाइंड कर सकते थे क्या?
no,
अगर
no, that
inclined
is
होता
for
तो
see tan theta is equal to that is different because that theta is with the normal resultant reaction is making an angle theta with respect to normal. Okay, that we will take next problem में आपको समझ में आएगा. Okay, you just
Sir.
take down this first. I will explain that one.
okay.
Roll number 17. 31, 40, 43, 44, 'Okay, absent numbers 17, 31, 43, 44. Okay, these are the absent numbers. Have you written?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay, complete.
Yes, sir.
ओके अभी
हो
पूछो
गया।
कौन सा डाउट था आपको?
अगर
जिसको doubt है
इनक्लाइन
वो पूछिए।
होगा,
हाँ
मुझे डाउट था, अगर इनक्लाइन सपोज अभी स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन मोड पर था,
हाँ
अगर वो इनक्लाइन होता और
हाँ
अल्फा का एंगल फॉर्म करता,
हाँ
तो फिर हम
yes.
tan
Now,
अल्फा इज इक्वल टू
yes.
म्यू, इससे म्यू
Instead
फाइंड
of
कर सकते हैं।
instead of horizontal plane, if this is inclined plane, वैसे पूछ रहे हैं ना?
हाँ सर,
The body is in this condition, then he should give this angle. Okay, if you know this one angle alpha value, then you can apply tan alpha is equal to mu or this is tan phi is okay. So now or ये कैसे है? This is horizontal angle. You can produce the S is there resultant force, but that resultant force is making an angle alpha. You have to find out that alpha. Okay, from that alpha you have to find out mu. Okay, that also you can find out, but that is lengthy procedure. First, what you have to find out? P is known. Normal reaction you have to find out. F you have to find out. Then the resultant of F and N you have to find out. Okay, that is S you will get. From this S you have to find out the alpha value. From this alpha you have to find out the mu value. Okay, that is bit lengthy procedure. From that also you can do.
ओके सर,
But this is easiest because you already know the mu is F by R. Directly.
ठीक है सर, समझ में आ गया।
Ah, okay, I will give one problem as homework. Will you solve homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, already it's time up now. Just take down. We'll see. A block B. कौन सा क्लास है नेक्स्ट? मैथ से कौन सा क्लास है? A block B as shown
बीसी में 2 का है।
as shown. Okay, sorry, is not confused. As shown in figure. Having weight of 100 Newton. Determine the maximum. Weight of block. Maximum weight of block A. Block A for which system will be in equilibrium equilibrium. We'll stop. The coefficient of friction between block B and the table is 0.3. Is 0.3. Okay. Just I will draw the diagram.
सर फ्रिक्शन के बाद क्या लिखा है आखिरी लाइन में?
हाँ
आखिरी लाइन में फ्रिक्शन के बाद क्या लिखा है?
yes. क्या बोल रहे थे आप?
Between.
आखिरी लाइन में सर फ्रिक्शन के बाद बिटवीन लिखा है क्या?
हाँ between the coefficient of friction between
सेपरेट दाखवा सेपरेट दाखवा तसं करायचं
45 degree. This is B. Okay, 1 minute. This is B. The weight is acting downward. W you have to find out. This is A block. This is a table. The normal reaction is R. Okay. So here A weight is given. W you have to find out. And he has given the coefficient of friction. Okay, take down this one. We'll continue in the next class.
Hello, sir.
बोलिए.
For present.
Yes, any doubt?
44 present.
Yes, 44 is present. Huh? Yes, okay. 44 is present. Okay, we'll stop now. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you all.